Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. Now in today's video we are here at Shearwaters. We actually came down yesterday about lunchtime. I was meant to be coming down a bit later but my football got cancelled, so I drove straight here for 12 o'clock. The weather was horrendous. Couldn't get the camera out, didn't really want to film in it. Slinging down, windy, proper winter minging conditions, high winds. Which made fishing challenging, but we managed to find a spot, 22.5 wraps out. Nice, well, I say a spot, it's pretty gravelly all the way around there, but I found it to be nice and deep. It took ages for me to fill for the drop, so I know we're fishing in quite a bit of depth out there, to the point where I didn't really need to put out the marker float to see the exact depth. First thing we did was get the spod rod out, find the spot, I think I put about 7 or 8 spods of my spod mix out, which is 18mm Voyage boilies from boilie.co. I've got some tiger nuts mixed in there, I've got Voyage pellets in there and boilie crumb. Just to give it, the boilie crumb was in there mainly just to float through the layers, draw the fish down if they're up in the water, was my thinking behind that. The reason why I put the pellets in there, I've been using a lot of pellets in my fishing recently. It's caught me some big fish, so I didn't want to change that coming into the winter with it being so cold. I didn't want to think, oh, should have used pellets or anything like that. The tiger nuts are in there. I wanted to single out the carp in this lake with the tiger nuts, try and get rid of the bream. As many of the bream as I could possibly get rid of, but we're still catching them, which is annoying. I think that might be due to the pellets. Got big boilies out there, I don't think they can swallow the boilies, and it might be due to my hook baits being too small. So today we have upped the hook bait size. So anyway, back to last night. So it was about, I want to say 7:30, well, a couple of hours past dark at this time of the year. And I thought it was a bream bite, another bream bite. I had 4 bream by that point, and it was just dropping back, going up, dropping back, going up, a normal bream bite. Started bringing it in, didn't really feel much, and then as it got closer it just went zzz. I was like, oh, here we go, it's a carp. We landed that one. 24.5 pound common, our first one of the session. We've had a few bream so far. It's really windy, I don't know how well you can hear me or see me because it is pitch black, but very happy. There we go, 24.5 pound common. That was Shearwaters, nice little dumpy, caught on a Voyage wafter over a bed of Voyage and tiger nut with a bit of pellet mixed in there as well, which would account for the bream we've had. But we stuck it out, got the rods out each time, even though they've wiped it out every single time. We've got our reward with a 24.5 pound carp. Absolutely buzzing with that. Let's get him slipped back, put back in the water, and see if we can get some more. But at the same time as me landing that one, my middle rod was pulling. I turned my alarms off because the bream have just been swimming through my lines. I'm fishing quite a tight spot, so I knew that it might go through my other lines. So I turned them all off. I just saw my line just going out. Oh, it's like, we've got to double take it. So I landed one of them. Because we got the Corda Kaizen green landing net, which is a thing of beauty. I won that in the Capital Carp competition, and it's brilliant. Like, for 120 quid, I know that's a lot for a landing net, but it sticks in the ground and it is wicked, so I'm well happy with that. We chucked it in there, I say put it in there, put it out in the water, and I was bringing the other one in. It kited right round to the right. I think there's some trees that have fallen into the lake down the bank. I couldn't see, it was pitch black, so I couldn't see how far down the bank it was that way, and it's just done me. So that was We got one in the net, but it would have been nice to have the two. So then I reset all the rods again. A couple more spods of bait out over the spot. A couple more bream came. Reset the rods again. I was just getting so annoyed with the bream, it was doing my head in. And then my right hand rod ripped off again. This time a little mirror, which is nice. It was an alright battle. It didn't fight too hard, didn't feel really heavy. Just came in nice and easy. Oh, my middle rod. Come on. Don't do it. There we go. 17 pound little mirror. Wicked looking fish, the mirror in here. Absolutely buzzing with that. No, come on. Oh. One more bit for the video, come on. There we go. 17 pound mirror. Buzzing with that. Let's get him slipped back. I'll get the rod back out and get back to bed. Ooh. We caught that mirror, which was nice. And as I'm putting it back in the water, I kid you not, released it. My other rod is just ripped off. I thought I'd walk through the line. Bite alarm's going mental. I was like, yeah, here we go, a proper one toner ripping off. Absolutely buzzing I was to get that in the net. Stunning fish. It didn't want to play ball, didn't have it out for long. £29. Look at that. Absolutely buzzing with that. One, had a couple more bream, and I just decided to take the rods out of the water, put a couple more spods of bait in, take the rods out of the water. I was going to get them back in first light, because I just couldn't deal with the bream. I was knackered, freezing cold, so I just brought the rods out of the water, spodded up, and called it a night. It is a joke how cold that breeze is. 2 rods right on the spot. When we had our biggest one on yesterday was this right hander. I put him a couple of yards to the right of the spot. Basically what was happening, where the wind was coming along, it was pulling my bait that way. So I put 2 rods on the spot, where I'm, well, to the right of the spot a little bit, and this one really right, and this one had my biggest fish yesterday. So fingers crossed, we're going to go get a brew on, because I need to warm up, because it is Baltic today. Yeah, it is very chilly. Can't really feel my feet or my hands, and the fish are freezing as well. So yeah, fun and games, isn't it? Fun and games, winter fishing, but it's quiet. Nobody's really here. We've got a couple of fish, and yeah, fingers crossed for some more. Good afternoon. Going to do a little bit of an update. It's 3 o'clock. I've just brought the rods in. Went for a little walk to try and warm myself up. So what we're going to do is we're going to pack down and pack into the van, because the weather's going to get horrendous tonight. We're going to get the rods back out, all on the spot for dark. We're going to fish into dark, because we're meant to be leaving tomorrow morning, but I think I'm going to cut it a little bit early. The wind is getting up, and it is bitterly cold. Everyone else is left on the lake, so I'm going to fish into the night, but pack all my stuff down apart from my rods and all that sort of malarkey. Go and take shelter in the van. Not cut out for these bitterly cold winter sessions, but hey ho, it's windy. Better to be safe than sorry. So going to get this, put a bit more bait on the spot, get the rods back out, start having a bit of a pack down, a bit of a sort out, and yeah, go take shelter in the van, because it is freezing cold, and I've only just managed to feel my feet after about a 5-minute walk. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We've caught some good fish, but yeah, it is cold and I am struggling a little bit to deal with the temperature. I am on my way home. The weather has beaten me. The fish have beaten me for today. So yeah, last thing from me is I hope you all have the best Christmas in the world, surrounded by people you love and friends and family. I hope you all have a great new year, and I will see you all in the new year. I hope you've enjoyed this little session. Well, it was cut a bit short because of the weather. We've got a 50-mile-an-hour winds tonight. Didn't really fancy being on a lake surrounded by trees in the freezing cold and the wet. So we came in, got the fish, and left again. And I'm happy. I'm happy overall. So I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you in the next. Oh, focus. They're gonna focus. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.